Weekly. I'm Pato, and seriously, how good was the individual Backyard Ultra World Championships at Big's Backyard the other day? That was seriously on another level. I absolutely loved watching that live stream. And you would have noticed Eric on that live stream doing a lot of commentary. So Eric came on for a chat.
Hi Eric, how you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, great, thanks. Great.
Managed to
Can
recover after the excitement of last week?
yeah, I know. Can you believe it's all done and over now?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I don't know what day we're on at the moment, but
Yeah,
it seems like a lifetime ago, but also yesterday.
yeah. So I mean, you were there obviously from the very beginning to the end. So
Yeah,
I mean, it must have been an amazing experience.
it was very surreal. Like from the moment we turned up, like 2, 3 days before, just driving onto Lazar's Drive, and there's just Laz walking around with a spray paint can, marking things out,
Yeah,
right the way through to just seeing all these amazing runners finish.
yeah,
Yeah, it was weird. Like surreal's one word for it, but it was just very weird in a good way.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, leading into the race, did you have any thoughts about how long you thought the race would go for?
I didn't think we'd see a new world record just simply because the course is a lot harder than like Dead Cow Gully and a lot of the other ones. But I knew we'd get over 100, like
Yeah,
just because of the pure potential of the runners there.
yeah,
So in my head, it was going to be like about 109, 110.
yeah,
But I mean, as everyone always says, it's a backyard ultra. Anything can happen.
yeah,
Um, but in my head, I thought about 110 would hit.
yeah.
So it succeeded what I thought.
Yeah. I mean, just from watching it from home, it looked like the conditions were pretty tough. Like, I mean, the first day was really hot by the sound of things,
Mhm.
and then it rained for hours on end on that first night.
Yeah, like you said, the first day, it was I think it's about 30 degrees. That's what about
Right.
94 Fahrenheit.
Mm,
And it was roasting. Like even in the shade, we were cooking.
mm.
And then as soon as the night hit, that was it. It just pretty much just flooded the camp in places. There was that much rain, and then the next day it went straight back up to being boiling hot again.
Yeah,
And it was just the weather was so over the place those first 2 days. How we didn't lose more runners
yeah,
at that early on, I have no idea because it was pretty brutal.
yeah. I think if it was just like a normal race and it rained that much, a lot more runners probably would have dropped.
Yeah, yeah. But being the world champs, they were like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah. And then the second night was pretty cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, it dropped to very close to zero. So like I think it's like 36 Fahrenheit.
Mm.
But it was bitterly cold. I think I had one of those tinfoil blankets over me
Really?
to keep me warm in our little media studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, we literally had every kind of weather you could imagine. It was like the full spectrum outside of snow, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, the runners did very, very well to kind of, you know, keep themselves going.
Yeah, for sure. And especially, I mean, running on the road for that long as well, that wasn't expected.
Yes. Yeah, so a lot of the runners they weren't getting injuries, but like the niggles were getting picked up quite a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was checking on Sarah Perry quite a lot with her being part of the UK, her and Matt. And I know that Sarah, after like 20 hours, was starting to get IT band issues.
Right.
And there was a lot of other runners that it was just taking it out of them, especially just mentally.
Yeah.
You get through the night and then it's like, oh, we're going to do the whole day. And then you don't get that relief at the end of the day. It's like, well, another 12 hours on this one again.
Yeah.
So I think mentally it took it out of a lot of runners. Uh, but pretty much all of them smashed through it.
Mm,
So
yeah,
they managed it.
that's it. I mean, yeah, I mean, you mentioned Sarah Perry, and before the race started, she was definitely a runner I was really excited to watch. And
Yeah.
it was an amazing performance. I mean, you're from the UK, so
Mhm.
you must have known that she was good, but did you know that she was that good?
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, she qualified for the team at our event, so we'd seen how she was at running like 40 something hours. And at our age, she got to 40 something and she was like, she hasn't even started.
Mm.
And then obviously she won the UK champs. And then seeing her there, exactly the same thing happened. She got to like 59 and she was just like, oh, okay, I'll stop then.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I kind of expected her to definitely get a new female record, which was great for her and Meg.
Mm.
Um, but 100 really was kind of like, she could get it, but who knows?
Mm.
But yeah, it was quite exciting seeing like her and Matt Blackburn because obviously Matt Blackburn's always been, you know, him and John Stocker have always been like the top for the
Yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
So it's kind of exciting seeing Sarah Perry as a relatively new backyarder
Mm.
run alongside Matt Blackburn at Biggs. It was going to be quite exciting to see how that worked, but unfortunately, Matt dropped a little earlier than expected.
Mm. I mean, I mean, you haven't been back to the UK since the race, but I reckon she could be a breakout star. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know if there's
Mm.
much media blowing up over there about her performance?
As far as I managed to work out, like the 2 3 days afterwards, it was non-stop. Like she was on BBC News, which is like our main big broadcaster.
Yeah.
She was on there like 2 or 3 hours after she finished.
Right.
Like they were set. You listen to the interview that she gives, and you can tell like she's finished like an hour ago. She's
Yeah.
just so tired.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I think, yeah, I really enjoyed it. You just tell how tired she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So,
no, she's had a lot of media coverage,
oh, yeah.
and yeah, no, it's just yeah,
Yeah. It's exciting to see what she can do in the future because she's not
it
even, I
really
mean,
is.
she's still so young as well.
Yeah, and I think if it wasn't for her injury at the back,
Yeah.
she could have she could have hit 100 pretty easy.
Mm.
Well, I say pretty easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she could have hit 100, and it would have been interesting to see how much further she could have gone. So I
Mm.
definitely don't think it's going to be the last that we've seen of Sarah with the backyards.
Yeah, for sure. What were some of the other performances that you loved?
So some of my favorites were Ned Phillips.
Oh yeah,
He was just such a good character, and he was just right from the day that he turned up. He was just excited and happy to be there.
yeah,
Yeah, and all the time he was just having the best time of his life,
yeah,
and it was just the whole vibe that he gave off, and all the people that he ran with. He was just happy and excited. Um, and yeah, he was absolute legend. Peter Johnson as well, the Irish runner.
oh
He
yeah,
was very much the same,
yeah,
just very excited to be there and just overly friendly in a good way,
yeah,
and just yeah, just happy.
yeah,
But yeah, some of my favorites were like from the countries that have like small backyards and small fields. So like Bermuda was one, for example.
yeah,
Obviously, Bermuda's only got one backyard, but it was exciting to see, like, obviously they can't push the big numbers when you've only got one in the country and it's a small country.
yeah,
So it was really interesting to see how like Bermuda would do coming into bigs where it just would go on because their runner was essentially untested.
yeah,
So it was quite exciting to see how these runners could potentially do. And I think he ended up like 40 or 41, I think, off the top of my head. It was like early 40s.
yeah,
But yeah, it was just so exciting to see these runners from the smaller countries really push their limits and see what they could get.
yeah, for sure. I'm just looking up what they got now. Bermuda, yeah, 42.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, he was the nicest guy as well. He's just having a blast being there, and he just kept going and going and going, like smashed through the Bermudan record and
yeah,
kept on running.
yeah. How good's that? What about one of my favorites was definitely Hendrick breaking 100.
Yes, yeah, that's I want to say it's been overdue, but obviously running 100 yards hasn't been around that long. But I mean, like he's been one that I know for me, I've been expecting him to get. It's
Mm.
just waiting for like the right event and the right conditions and everything to go right. But yeah, no, it was so good seeing him
Yeah,
hit 100.
especially
Uh,
after what happened 2 years ago, how he was.
exactly.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, that really must have been horrendous to have to go through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's almost like a redemption for him. He's like, yeah, smashed through it, got the 100, and then I guess he can start thinking on the next steps, really.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
how far above does he want to go?
Yeah. Yeah, he could be one that comes back in a couple of years' time and like goes close to winning the whole thing, I think. He's
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, because he's still relatively young in the backyard world as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Oriole breaking 100 for the second time this year. That was
yeah,
one of my favorites. But that makes him the second person to have broken 100 in a calendar year. And Phil Gore's the only other person to have done that. So it's a pretty
nice.
amazing achievement.
Yeah, I like how the elite club's gone from like running 100 to now running 100 twice in a year.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
now that's a new standard.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, John Knoll breaking not only breaking 100 but smashing it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they did
I was so
111.
sad when he dropped out because I was like, he looked so good,
Hmm.
and then he obviously just got to a point where he was like, right now, I'm done now.
Yeah,
Which fair enough after that many yards.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was good to see him break 100 after getting so close 2 years ago, and then just he equally holds that US record now.
yes, yeah.
Um,
Um, but again, it's like all these runners. It's exciting now that they've hit the 100. Like, where are they going to go after that? Because mentally, that 100 for some of them is going to be such not a roadblock, but like a mental point.
yeah,
It's like I've got to get to 100, and they're not thinking about after that. So
yeah,
once they've hit that 100, like a lot of them are done now, it's going to be quite exciting to see what like their next personal goal is going to be.
mm,
Uh, and as mad as it sounds, I think in the next 2 years we'll see 130 yards.
mm,
Just simply because they've got so many runners now over 100, they've broken that 100 barrier
yeah,
mentally. A lot of them are going to be like, cool, let's see how far we can push this now. And there's no limit on that.
yeah. What do you think it could happen at Biggs?
Oh, it's possible. I think there's a lot more a lot more events around the world where it's more possible that it'll happen first.
Yeah,
Um, I think the only reason it might happen at Biggs is just because it's, the world champs. It is the best of the best all there.
mm,
But like you look at Dead Cow Gully, they have a huge amount of good runners come up to there, so it's entirely possible
mm,
it will happen first somewhere else.
yeah,
Yeah, in terms of Biggs, I think it depends a lot on kind of everything really. Like, what's the weather been like before? What's the trail going to be like? Is the weather like it was this year, hot then cold then wet then cold? Like if everything comes together perfect, 100% is possible.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
When
it's just got to be perfect for Biggs.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, when you're watching that race at Biggs and they finish after 114 yards, it's hard to imagine them going more than that.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially like you look at like what Phil and Harvey are
Mm,
both going through at the moment.
yeah,
These are like the top of like the pinnacle of the runners,
yeah,
and like Phil's on crutches, Harvey's in the hospital,
yeah,
and it's like, so how far can it really go?
yeah. And when Sam Harvey did his 118 at Dead Cow Gully, like he's still recovering from that. That's why he only did
Yeah,
24 at Biggs the
yeah.
other day. Yeah,
I mean, that was a big surprise when he dropped, but it was noticeable probably from I want to say like 12 yard, maybe even a little bit earlier. It
right.
was noticeable that something wasn't right.
Yeah,
But yeah, like for him and Lucas, it was it was really sad to see them both drop so early.
yeah. Evo was amazing.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh,
Getting out on pretty much all those final laps.
Oh, he was running with that lean for I reckon about 30 or 40 hours.
Yeah, yeah, the Evo lean.
Yeah, yeah, that was off its head. Um,
Yeah, but like we were hearing from the crew, like he's leaning, but he doesn't feel like he is leaning, and he's
uh,
absolutely fine. So we're all watching him like running like this,
yeah,
and he's it's all good.
yeah, because he was still running in a straight line. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's, yeah, it looked uncomfortable though.
yes, yeah. I mean, I think just running that far in general looks
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So that would have been the first time that you'd seen Phil Gore run in person. Um,
Yes,
what was that like seeing Phil Gore do what he did?
it was. It was kind. I don't want to use the word surreal, but it was. He was very different from a lot of the other runners in the fact that all his preparation was like how his body works, how his body reacts to different things, and like his plan was like, right, this lap we need 27 grams of this, and it's like everything was worked out precisely perfect, which obviously worked,
Mm,
but it was interesting to see a different side of how runners kind of take on backyards.
yeah,
And yeah, like talking to the crew in their tent, they were there and they had everything lined up nicely and the shelves of stuff,
yeah,
and everything was just like there. It was set and perfect.
mm,
Yeah, so it was really interesting to see how someone runs in a different kind of way.
mm.
Um, yeah.
So, I mean, through watching the live stream, it looked like a dominant performance. So, by Phil, like seeing it in real life, did it look as dominant in real life as it probably did
Um,
on live stream?
yeah, I mean, he didn't really. He had the odd bit where he's kind of like slowing,
Mm,
but to be honest, like the whole way through, he seemed very strong. He had his routine of like, right, this is a fast lap, stick to being a fast lap. These are going to be slow laps, and like he was very structured and actually stuck to what he was aiming to do for each lap.
mm,
So he never really looked, in my eyes, that he was struggling at all.
mm.
Outside of the, I've run 100 yards kind of
Yeah,
struggle.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, he absolutely smashed it.
yeah,
Really did.
yeah, awesome. So there's 12 months now till the World Team Championships and 2 years till the individuals again. Um,
Again.
yeah. So I mean, you've got your finger on the backyard ultra pulse. So what kind of predictions have you got over the next year or two as far as backyards go?
Ooh. In terms of just like everything in general.
Anything,
All right.
anything that comes to
Um,
mind.
yeah, well, I think for sure before we hit the next bigs, there'll be 1,000 backyards around the world.
Mm,
Currently, we're on around 600.
yeah,
I can see it over the next 2 years really exploding more than it has.
yeah,
After that point, we'll have to wait and see. But I think for the next 2 years, we're going to see a lot more backyards, a lot more people find out about backyards, and see quite a lot more. I feel like younger and different types of runners join in. Because obviously, we've seen a lot from what everyone's saying is like the influencer backyards. You've seen a
right.
few of those pop up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that's like it's almost like a different type of runner. It's more like the gym crowd coming
yeah,
in and doing backyards.
yeah.
So I think we're going to see a lot more different type of runner join in, which is a good thing because it mixes stuff up.
Mm,
Uh, so yeah, I think we'll see a lot more runners, a lot more events, and I think a lot more new runners kind of doing big things. So like Sarah Perry was a year ago outside of the UK. Not many people knew who she was,
mm,
whereas now, it's a year and a half later and
yeah,
world record holder.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I think we'll see quite a lot of that.
Yeah, yeah, cool. So you're the, am I correct that you're the manager for Team UK for the team? Well,
Yes, yeah. So for this 2 year block,
yeah,
I'm in charge of the UK team.
yeah, cool. So, is the UK course going to be the same as last time, like the new on the new Suffolk course? Is that where it's going to be
No,
next
so
year?
we're going to be in Sherwood Pines Forest. That's where we base our events out of.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
cool. So Rasselbock,
yeah, so it's
basically.
yes, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's very similar to Suffolk in terms of the area, and like what the terrain's like. I think it's maybe 9 or 10 meters of elevation more.
mm,
So I can never say that word, negligible.
right, yeah,
Uh, so yeah, we're going to be up there. It's like right in the centre of the UK, so it's easy for people from Scotland and the south and Wales to get to.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, we're just going to make it really try and focus on the fact that it's a team event.
yeah,
The world teams are about the countries competing against each other. I
yeah,
think quite a few countries kind of get lost in the fact that the winner goes to bigs. and
Yeah,
they feel like that is the goal of the event when it's not. It is very much like we work together as a country to try and overtake other countries.
yeah,
So yeah, we're going to be focusing a lot on that. We're going to kind of make it almost like a festival style, like we normally do. So burger vans, like outdoor games, bouncy castles,
yeah,
and just try and get as many people there to support and kind of keep the runners going as possible. So yeah, we're really excited about it. We've got a lot of stuff that we're planning for that, and hopefully we can up the ranking of the UK,
yeah.
get into
Awesome.
that single figures.
Yeah. So I mean, I see 42 yards is the cutoff at the moment for the UK at large list. Like, what do you think it will be come set champs time?
I think you'll need 48.
48, yeah.
I yeah, I think ever since we switched over from last year to this block, I've always said you'll probably need 48
Yeah.
to safely be in that team.
Yeah.
And obviously the sooner you get 48, the more safe you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's yeah, I mean like it's a huge jump from 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I see that there's four silver tickets: the Portland Pig, God's Own,
Yep.
Longbridge 100, and the Highlander. Do you have anything to do with those races?
So I was the one who picked the ones out of the ones that applied.
Yep.
Um, and we tried to do it for new events because the last few times it's kind of been like Suffolk, Rasselbock, Highlander, and one in Wales.
Right.
And we were like, it's probably time to kind of refresh it, give other like well-established backyards the opportunity to hold these silvers.
Yeah.
So they're definitely like varied courses. We kept the Highlander because that was the only one in Scotland that kind of applied. So
Right.
we're not going to make everyone travel so far south.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Highlander, as far as I know, has got a new location and a new route that's quite flat. The Long Bridge is very hilly, so
Right.
it's going to attract a different type of runner,
Yep.
which personally I think having different types of runners kind of makes it a little bit more exciting because those who are good on hilly courses, they're going to bring a different type of energy to the world champs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that one should be good fun. Portland Pig again has been around for 4 years, I want to say now.
Right.
It's been a good amount of time. Again, firm favorite course, very, very good course. I think they hit 41 or 42 last year. So yeah, they have potential to get into their 50s, I think,
Yeah.
next May.
Yep. And did you talk about God's Own?
Oh yeah, God's Own is just it's kind of up the road from us. They again have been around for about 4 years now. They have a spring and a winter.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, the course is well known in the UK.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
and yeah, they keep hitting time after time. They get bigger and bigger results.
Yeah.
And again, I think like Portland Pig, I think with them being a silver ticket event, they are going to smash through 50 next
Yeah.
spring for sure. I think we're going to see quite a few 50s next year.
Yeah, great. Now, the live stream, the Bigs live stream was awesome. It was really entertaining and fun to follow along, and you did a great job with your commentary. Like, are you going to do more of that kind of stuff? Like, I think it's the few. I think that's how backyard ultras are going to grow. Like, good live streams, so people can tune
Yes.
in and watch. And having a commentary team like you had at Bigs, I think
Yeah.
that's the way forward.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like in the UK, we've been live streaming our ones for about 2 years now. And we've just kitted out a whole live stream van.
Yeah,
Because we like to go to other backyards and live stream those as well. But yeah, I think the more eyes you can get on your backyard, even if it's just a static camera at the start line, it's something that people can kind of interact with and kind of follow along with. And, just getting the backyards out to more people. And yeah, like the commentary was a big, big new thing this year for Biggs.
yeah,
And I think it went down very well. Like just being able to interact with people in between, answer questions, like when Laz would come in and
yeah,
everyone like, oh, ask Laz this, ask Laz
yeah.
that. It just keeps people kind of hanging around. And then before they know it, it's on the hour again. It's like, oh, I've still not got any work done.
Yeah, yeah. And you got some good
But
guests in as well, like Sam Harvey when he went into the commentary booth, he was awesome.
yeah, Yeah,
He's a natural.
Sam was a legend. Like
Yeah.
it was obviously it was very disappointing that he had to drop so early, but he then got to hang around and he helped so many other backyard runners.
Mm.
Like he wasn't like I'm going to help one person. He was like, right, that person needs help. I'm going to go be supportive. Like make tea or coffee. Like he was everywhere throughout the rest of the event, and yeah, just genuinely a genuinely nice person.
Mm.
And yeah, I lost track of how many people he helped, but
Yeah.
I think there's quite a lot of runners who did more yards because of him than they would have.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, it was awesome. It was an awesome race. Awesome. You did an awesome job commentating. It was really enjoyable. And
Yeah, I think I've only just got my voice back.
yeah,
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 114 hours of talking to a camera is a lot.
yeah, for sure. Did you get much sleep, or
Got about 9 hours sleep over the whole event.
is that all?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you end up like splitting up. It's like, okay, we'll have a 4 hour block and then you can go for 4 hours. But by the time you like got back to the dorm or got back to your tent and switched off, it's down to 3 hours. Um, but yeah, it wasn't much, but it was enough to just stay alive.
Yeah, 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 cool. All right. Well, thanks for the chat, and we'll be in touch. And yeah, all the best for Team UK as well.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be an exciting year. I can't wait.
Yeah, sure is. All right. Thanks, Eric.
All right, talk soon.
All right. Yeah.
So this weekend there are 8 backyard ultras being run around the globe in France, Brazil, the USA, and Japan. Have a great weekend, everyone, and enjoy those backyard ultras and keep pumping out those yards.